digital arena, on the app, on your smartphone, on X, YouTube, and Facebook. The Sportscast. Expect the unexpected.
The Jersey Boys Sports Talk presented by The Sportscast.
The Jersey Boys Sports Talk with Victor Arocho and Byron Jones. And here's your host, Victor Arocho.
Yo, let's get it on. Super Bowl Sunday coming up live from Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the Jersey Boys Sports Talk, hosted by Byron Jones and Victor Arocho. Brought to you by, just remove the banner. Brought to you by the Sportscast. Hold on a second. I can't even get this. So you can't text me this something. I'm going to minimize beginning. Brought to you by the Sportscast. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to all our channels on YouTube, Spotify, Twitter, X, Facebook. If you like us, smash the like button, get the notifications on YouTube, and be sure to leave us a review and a link on your favorite podcast streaming service. Today is February 5th, 2026. We are excited because it's Super Bowl Sunday and we're ready to go. Mr. Byron Jones, how's it going in Philly?
It's going wonderful here. The snow is still here. It's like a big old white brick. Everything it's like unimaginably tough around here. It's bad. It's bad.
One second, I see something. It is tough. Hold on.
Well, you figure. A couple days ago, I went outside, and the back, and I took a tumble, and you should have seen that sight. Me rolling around in the snow, trying to get up. I think every time you try to get up, it looked like a comedy. Get up, fall down. Get up, fall down. Get up, fall down. Now everything hurts.
Oh my God, that is terrible. All right, let's go. I'm sorry, a little focus. I got messed up on my other computer. So, hey, let's also welcome to the show one of our favorite co-hosts and the host of the Donut Bag, Mr. Joe Toscano. Welcome, our favorite Pittsburgh Steelers co-host. How's it going on, buddy?
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. All right, we were hoping that our other buddy Froggy was going to join us. Froggy, we don't know where you're at.
He didn't get the link.
Yes, he didn't get the link. Attendance. Oh my God. He didn't get the link. All right. So, welcome to the show. How's it going? How's the weather in Pittsburgh? What's the temperature there?
Right now, 16 degrees.
16. Oh my God. Byron, how cold is it where you're at?
It's not that bad. It was like 37 today. It's not that bad today.
No, it's not that bad. It's just 5 degrees from freezing.
Yeah.
It's a chilly 54 where I'm at right now.
Oh, come on. Are you playing again?
That is rather cold for us.
Did you have your muck on? Did you put your mucks on then, and your snorkel coat and your mittens?
Did you see my hat? I sent them a picture of my hat and my hoodie, Joe. They were threatening to take my card away. All right, well, let's get it on. One of the big news, we're going to go right into the big news. We were hoping last week we talked about this. Mr. Bang, Robert Kraft got snubbed too by the Pro Hall of Fame. Byron, we talked about this last week about Belichick, and we had difference of opinions by one of our guests, and we had some good arguments. And now Kraft got snubbed. So, what are your thoughts on that? One, and Joey, I want to go to you. And then two is the owners don't select Hall of Fame coaches either, right? So the owners are just Hall of Fame is a committee of sports writers.
Yep.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on Kraft being snubbed?
Hey, if you did it to one, you got to do it to another. He's the owner of the team, the owner. So what do they say? It always rolls downhill. Well, guess what? It started at the top and it just rolls It's a big old pile just rolling right down the hill. And, Tom Brady's up, in a couple years. So I don't know how they could justify keeping, him out of the Hall of Fame. But, yeah, I saw it coming. If they did it, Belichick, the things that he did, Kraft is on the team, 20, 25 years, however long he's on the team, and he's part of the whole, legacy, with the Patriot win. So, yeah, he got exactly what Belichick got, snubbed by, people that he probably thought was his friends, as far as the, sports writers and, and other coaches and whatever else, where else goes. But, yeah, they stuck it to him, too.
Interesting. Joey?
They apparently they changed the process of voting, and they lumped in the coaches and the owners with older players, and it's just a giant mess, an embarrassment for the Hall of Fame. It's just an embarrassment all around. Okay, so because you have a personal vendetta against someone, or you don't like someone, you vote against them. I thought this was supposed to be voting for the best of people. I mean, Kraft, I don't really care about, because I don't know if his qualifications were as good, but Belichick's the one of the best coaches of all time. It's just ridiculous. It's just an embarrassment all around, and hopefully they fix this voting process in the future.
Okay. Well, two things. One, last week, right? Last week we were talking about one of our guests, Mr. Winters, was stating that, Belichick cheated, did all of this. And then the other argument was that Belichick rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Robert Kraft in no means has rubbed anyone the wrong way. I actually made a comment that he did some things that kind of was pushed under the rug. So if Belichick didn't go, you can't argue what Belichick did on the field. So now them snubbing Kraft, right? Now that's 2 of the 3 people that won 6 Super Bowls and made it to 8.
9.
Okay? And you're talking about an organization that's on the cusp of having a chance to winning another Super Bowl, right? What does that mean for Brady? Because in my opinion, they shouldn't even vote on Brady. He should walk right into the Hall of Fame as soon as he's eligible. But if his coach and his owner isn't, how does Brady get in? Byron?
What Joey said there, what he just said, it's a mess, the whole voting thing. They're trying to put in players that are are not going to be on the list after a certain amount of time. So now they're trying to hurry up and, like Roger Craig, L.C. Greenwood, and these guys. Now they're trying to get these guys in. L.C. Greenwood should have been in decades ago.
For sure.
Because of the Pittsburgh Steelers thing, they got enough guys in there, we don't need any more. He got screwed, and Roger Craig should have been in decades ago. So now they're trying to. That's what they're saying, that they were trying to make up for the fact that these guys are going to fall off the seniors list, and they're not going to be able to vote for them again. But that's not Belichick's problem. Belichick is so all right. For example, Andy Reid comes up for the Hall of Fame. Is he going to go on first ballot?
Well, the thing is with Roger Craig, wasn't he the first running back ever to have 1,000 yards receiving and 1,000 yards running?
Yeah, decades.
How can a guy like that not get in?
Because
they're trying to make the whole voting is well, I don't know if this is true. And Joey, you're good at looking up stuff, because sometimes I get stuff that is false stuff that's on the news. But I heard that Belichick called the Hall of Fame and told them remove his name from the ballot for the rest of the time. He doesn't want to ever be voted in again. I also heard he goes, now all the memorabilia that has my name on it, I want it. I heard he's taking out everything. All the things that he's won, all the pieces that he won, he wants it out of the Hall of Fame. I think the Hall of Fame now is a joke. I just don't understand it. Look how long our guy from San Morris, is it? Remember? From New Orleans. What was the linebacker from Montclair State?
Oh, Sam Mills.
Sam Mills. Look how long it took him. I think I don't know, Joe. What do you think would happen if Brady doesn't get elected the first Hall of Fame in his first round?
Shut down the whole thing. If Brady doesn't get in, Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time. There's no doubt about that. If he doesn't get in first ballot, they'll just shut it down. There's just it's just a joke at this point. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. It would just be an absolute joke. Yeah, he's the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't care what happened. He is the greatest quarterback of all time. And this is from a Steelers fan who the Steelers were victims of the Spygate cheating. But when it comes out that everybody was trying to do that, it wasn't just the Patriots doing that. They just got caught. Everybody was trying to steal signals and do all that stuff. So according to the players and coaches, it was not that big of a deal.
Byron, what did we say last week, right? Remember when I brought it up to our other guys? Right?
Right.
You and I both played football. There is very rare that a football team isn't doing something that another team is doing. It's just they got caught at doing it. And when you're winning, the microscope is all over you.
Yep.
Right? It's like the Houston Astros. They got caught stealing signs, right? But man, when they come back and win it again, it's one thing you win one game, one series, but the Houston Astros has been good for a long time. Dusty Baker's done a great job. So, I don't know what they're doing. I just don't know what the Hall of Fame's doing. So 2 things, Byron. That's something new that I know. You're saying that they're trying to make up for people that they felt they should have gotten in earlier. So now they're pushing the class that's available now back. Is what you're saying?
That's what they're put it this way. They just come with an excuse for that, because of what happened. That's all it is. It's just an excuse. You got like who else? Throw up old other than the old names like Kenny Anderson. He's part of this group. He should have been in a long time. He was Joe Montana before Joe Montana. Otis Taylor, Kansas City Chiefs. He should have been in decades ago. So now, they got a backlog of all these guys that, should have been in a long time ago. Now they're going to try to make up, for, their.
By bumping the guys today.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a joke. I mean, I'm just curious to this because the gentleman from last week, and we called it, Byron, right? We said it. If Belichick doesn't get in, you can't just blame one guy. You got to blame all the other guys. And look, they already have Patriot Hall of Famers in there that were on those Super Bowl teams.
I'm trying to who?
I
think Willie McGinnis is in the Hall of Fame. I think he's in.
I think he's in. I think
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss.
He's in, but yeah, he was more of a Viking but he was on the Patriots. He was on the undefeated team. There's a few. Byron what's his name? Who's a linebacker?
Well, Teddy Bruschi, he's not in.
Teddy Bruschi isn't in? Okay. Trying to think who's in. No, maybe you're right. I don't know. There's very few. Yeah. All right, let's go on. Let's move on here. Let's get into the Giants stuff. What do you think about the hiring of Matt Nagy?
I don't know, man, about that one because I saw, like his work, as far as with, the quarterbacks that he had at Chicago when he was the head coach, and it wasn't pretty. So, maybe he could redeem himself. Maybe, he went, with the Kansas City Chiefs. Maybe he fixed himself, being with the Chiefs around Patrick Mahomes, where, he could have come and, do a much better job this go around than he did, as far as being the head coach with, Trubisky and I think Justin Fields, the 2 quarterbacks he had. And hopefully, he'll do a much better job this time.
Okay, we'll see. I'm okay with it. I mean, again, I go back to we got our head coach. right? We're happy with our defensive coach. We got a 5th-round pick. We got some talent. They're making some moves in free agency, right? I think that's one of the reasons Harbaugh wanted control of the personnel. We need to build through free agency. And that's what the Patriots did, right? The Patriots got their quarterback, they got their guys, and they just started rebuilding around it. I think John Harbaugh is going to turn them around relatively quickly. I don't know if he's going to do what Vrabel did, but he's going to do a good job. Joey, what are your thoughts on Matt Nagy? Do you like him, not like him?
I like it. He's a good coordinator. Just don't let him be anywhere near a head coach, and he's not going to be head coach. So, yeah, good hire.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he's like a Spags, right? Like he was Nagy's resume. He's Chiefs offensive coordinator. He's a head coach from 2018 to 2021. He's got a 34-31 record. He may not be built to be a head coach. Right? A lot of them. Spagnuolo, not built to be a head coach. Phenomenal defensive coach. Right? There's a lot of them. Right?
Victor,
So
I got the Hall of Famers right here. Bonacani, John Hanna, Mike Haynes, Ty Law, Curtis Martin,
Ty Law. There you go.
Yeah, Ty Law, Randy Moss, Bill Parcells as a coach, Darrell Revis, Revis Island, Junior Seau, Richard Seymour, and Andre Tippett. I'm surprised Willie McGinnis is on it.
Andre Tippett, I remember him. That was the old school.
Just
that dude was, huh?
And guess where he's from?
Is he from Jersey?
Yes, he is. He's a Jersey guy, Barringer High School.
Man, let me tell you something. That dude was awesome. Awesome.
He's like a 7th degree black belt in karate, too.
Yeah, well, one of the guys that play with us, he was a 6'7" lineman. And he was playing, I guess, I don't know how he was playing with Tippett. And he said something to Tippett. He goes, and this guy's 6'7". Tippett did a roundhouse kick and hit him in the head.
Yeah, he's for real bad dude, man. 7th degree black belt, I think, in Korean karate or something.
Oh my God, that's funny. No, that's a pretty big guy to be that. Okay, NFL executive Don Aponte as senior VP. Any significance there?
No, I have no clue.
Congratulations, Don. Giants are hiring a 28-year-old Grant Newsome to a role on John Harbaugh's staff. What's up with that, Byron?
I think he came from Michigan or somewhere, like a Michigan guy. He's a young guy, man. He's trying to get his feet wet. He's gonna, he's giving a helping hand as far as hiring him, really young, and maybe the Giants do need some new blood.
Yeah, but 28 years old, what does he do? Oh yeah, he's from Michigan.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's an American. He's a coach. He's an assistant offensive line coach. He's a big boy. He's only 28 years old.
Hey man, he's getting his come up, man.
Man, I'll take that position. 28.
Hey, Victor, guess where he's from too?
Jersey.
Jersey's taking over NFL.
And it's such a little state.
Yeah. He went to school in Lawrenceville.
Dude, this is why I wish I would have stayed coaching. He is annually, what's his conference called? He previously signed a 2-year deal with Michigan and then ran through and featured. I don't know. He was making like $600,000.
Not bad.
That was at Michigan. It doesn't say what he's making at in the Giants.
At least close to $1 million.
Oh man. I'll take it. All right. Well, good for him. Congratulations to you. All right. Can he rent an apartment in Jersey on the $1 million contract? Giants John Harbaugh competing in the NFC East. Grant Newsome will be assistant offensive line coach. Thanks, Santiago. Giants head coach John Harbaugh are on competing in the NFC East. We have to build a team to beat the Eagles. Interesting. What do you think about that, Byron?
Well, you figure now since the offensive line coach Stoutland retired or quit or whatever, I think the tables have been little bit even now. So it's like, the great offensive line coach.
Didn't D'Angelo retire?
Nah, he ain't going anywhere. He ain't going. The other guy, man, because they were saying that, like that around here, they were saying the reason why Stoutland left was that it was an issue with his position, because he was like the I guess the running coach or running coordinator or whatever he called it. And he got the new
Big Fangio.
Yeah, the new coordinator came in. I guess they sort of kind of left him out, and he might have felt a certain kind of way, and he left. So they lost a great probably the best offensive line coach in all of football. The last 10 years, and now it's going to be a little bit different with them. But it is what it is. We got to beat the Eagles. That's the most important thing.
Well, that's the best team in the NFC East.
Yep. You got to build both lines, defense and offensive line, and we got to be able to compete with them.
Well, personally, I think the Eagles got to build a team to not beat the Eagles. Joe? Uncle Funky Frog, about time. You can't come in late. I gotta make you wait. Hold on, I'll let you in a second. There you go. Joey, what do you think?
Yeah, Harbaugh. I mean, I would expect that Harbaugh is probably going to try to take as many players from the Ravens as he can, and that's probably a good thing. But yeah, I mean, but Harbaugh was a really good hire, so it's going to work out.
But I think he's right. He's putting it out there. We need to beat the Eagles. If you can build a team to beat the Eagles, because on paper the Eagles are a good team. Just they got to figure out how to build themselves, not beat themselves. Something's wrong. That locker room something's wrong. I think Saquon sparked the team for a second. Let's let in our friend from Perth, damn boy, our buddy Uncle Funky Frog, AK Frog. I'm glad you joined because we waited for you.
I appreciate you, Vic. I had some technical difficulties trying to get things done with my daughter, so I really appreciate you guys.
We waited for you because we put the number one thing. We're gonna have to go back to it now. All right.
What's that?
A couple of things is also keep it a little down. Something happened with the audio when you're yelling, so just be careful. It affects the audio.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down. How's that sound, Vic? Byron?
Perfect. All right. So look. Let's just stick on this one. I'm going to go back to what we talked about last week.
What's up, Joe? I heard Joe earlier. I wanted to say hello to him, Vic.
This is Joey Toscano. Yeah, he is the host of the Donut Bag. He also has a show on our Sportscast.
Nice.
All Pittsburgh and so forth. So he'll tell you about his show at the end. You get to know.
No doubt.
Listen to his show, promote it out. He's all Pittsburgh. You can tell his background.
All right.
Awesome. What do you think about Harbaugh making a statement? We're building a team. Giants are on competing MCs. We have to build a team to beat the Eagles.
Absolutely. I agree with that. I think they have to compete with the Eagles. I mean, you look at last year with Jalen Daniels and the Redskins. I mean, the Eagles are still the team to beat in the NFC East by the long shot for me to see. And like you said, Saquon sparked them a few years ago, but it's a new era in Big Blue. I like to say, you guys are. I really believe the Giants could really make some noise come next year. They got a good defensive team with Abdul Carter, Thibodeau. That unit, like we talked last week about Dexter, didn't have a good season. I truly believe that defense is going to be stout next year. And then, like I said, I'm not too big on the hiring of Nagy. I heard he has some problems in Kansas City. A lot of the players, he didn't hold them accountable. That's why they brought back the enemy back, because he held them accountable. So, I mean, if he could just get to Jackson Dart a little bit, I think it'd be good for them, Vic. You guys got a good team.
I'm excited. One thing I like about that statement, Joe and Byron, is the fact that he's laser focused on, look, I'm not going to worry about the other teams. The Eagles are on paper are the better team. So if he's saying he wants to build them, he's trying to build the defense to stop that push-tush. He's trying to build the defense, affect the run, affect the pass. So I think, nothing better than having a laser focus on the team. Right. But let's go back to what we talked about, Joe, last week, Frog, when you came, and this is exactly what now you know what you hear on the Jersey Boy Sports Talk. We only have once a week. If we talked every day, it'd be different.
Yeah.
What did we say last week? Joey, where'd you go? What did we say last week?
About
when Belichick
cheating?
Belichick can't get in.
Yeah, man. It just seemed like this week it got worse. Like with Robert Kraft not getting a first-time ballot, it just seemed like the Hall of Fame it's just going in another direction. I don't know where those people, how they vote, and like I said, it's just a mess over there. I'm like you called it, Vic. You said if they go after one, they gotta have to go after all, and it's gonna be terrible if like, what is it, Brady in 2027, 2028? Is Brady up? And that's gonna be terrible, man. Like I don't even want to imagine him not getting in on the first ballot. It's a joke over there in Canton right now.
Well, as we were telling Joe, right? Hold on a second. Joe, what did you say? What we said last week, if one doesn't get in, the other two can't get in either. You can't have an argument for one another. And Joey made the comment. Joey, what was your comment? If Brady does not get in the first round, tell him what you said.
Just shut it down.
Oh, man. That's what's going to happen. People are going to boycott. I have a funny feeling things could go bad. I agree with Joe on that one. Shut it down.
I think they got to shut it down or recreate how it's voted on.
Yeah, they'll go that way before they do it.
It can't be sports writers. You can't. Yeah. It's got to be a combination of players. Byron, there's no way a sports writer could figure out who. The one thing I loved about the Pro Bowl, the way the Pro Bowl used to play, was it was picked by the players. It wasn't a fan vote. It wasn't a popularity vote. In the NBA, there are times that guys were injured all year and were selected. Not anymore. But before, it was guys didn't play. They were hurt and they were selected. The Pro Bowl was selected by its own players.
Yep.
Right? That's something of pride. Joey's right. Shut it down. But I think you should have a combination of former Hall of Fame players. But then again, you got to worry about, are they going to pick their own? But just don't let them vote on any of the one that they play that was on their own team for a certain amount of years. There's ways to do it because they did a good job in the Pro Bowl when the players were selected. Would you agree with that, Byron? Because out of anyone who could talk about that, you could.
Yeah, because they should have like their peers, like with the Pro Bowl, have their peers vote these guys because they played against them. They know, how this guy was a dog or whatever. They know. So why would you have a guy, like the sports writer, know who they are, whatever, have these guys on there that didn't see these guys play 25 years ago or 30 years ago, however long. They don't know how great some of these guys were. And that proof of the point is Roger Craig getting in so late. L.C. Greenwood, how long, Joey, how long ago did he play? Probably the late 70s?
He should have been in the Hall of Fame.
We talked about this last week, Joe. Pete Rose, they put him in when he died. The poor guy.
Well, Pete Rose is a whole other argument. But
look, I get it. Bottom line is they put him in. You wait till he died, but there wasn't a fan out there, no matter what, that wanted him in. I'm sorry. To me, he made every young kid want to be Charlie Hustle. Like coaches wanted you to be Charlie Hustle. Give it everything you got.
He cheated way, way, way worse than the Patriots did.
I disagree. He voted on. He was a gambler, and all he did was gamble on other teams. He didn't gamble on his own team.
Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly. Everything's allegedly.
Yeah. Because we really don't know. We really don't know. He could have. We don't know.
Jordan is known to be a major gambler.
His father too.
He didn't throw games.
Jordan, of course he didn't throw games. I didn't say he threw games, but he was a gambler. It doesn't matter. Just saying.
Charles Barkley too.
Yeah, Charles Barkley too.
Yeah, so they don't throw games, and I don't think Pete Rose would throw a game.
Who are the two baseball players that just got?
You know how hard it is in baseball to try to lose. Like
when you're the manager, it's kind of easy.
It's a hard sport.
Hey, well, they caught two guys this year in Major League, so they're doing it. Somehow they're getting away with some things. You got to check. It's getting done.
All right, well,
that and this came into the game.
Froggy, I waited you for this because we talked about it last week. Now the question is, what's going to happen to Brady?
Oh, my God. I don't even want to imagine if he's not in the Hall of Fame on the first ballot.
We'll find out in 3 more years, Byron.
That's what I'm saying.
Burn it down.
It's just something I don't even want to fathom in my mind. I'm a Jet fan, and trust me, Vic and Byron and Joe, he destroyed the Jets. You hear me? Him, Belichick, McDaniels, they own the New York Jets, and trust me, I can't stand New England. I don't even like the Celtics, the Red Sox. I can go on and on about Boston. But when it comes to a coach, an organization like the Patriots and everything that the Super Bowls, the players that Belichick coached and the Hall of Famers like Ty Law, Revis, 1 year with them, a couple, whatever. But those guys they just are winners, man. They're just straight winners in Boston for everything. Like you can hate that city for everything, but they're winners. And
New York, baby. Don't confuse New York.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys broke their heart a couple of times, I assume. But one time, I think we beat them when they were undefeated.
Don't assume we did.
But
okay, wait a second. The only 3 losses he got are from the NFC East.
Yeah,
so
I mean, I don't want to throw the Yankees into the mix. That threw a little bit into Boston. The Knicks are not. We'll talk about that another time. But I mean, they're winners up there in New England, and their owners, one of the best owners in sports. Like Robert Kraft is like one of the best owners in all of sports.
Okay, that's what I wanted to bring up. Hold on a second. We also brought up our gentleman, our co-host, also brought up was that he also rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. I think you brought it up as well, right?
Well, that's last week.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring up everything that we were trying to point at Belichick. That I'm saying, man, Kraft didn't, so it's more to it. There's more to something in New England that they're not letting these guys in.
Yeah, well, Mr. Winters, I don't know if he knows something we don't know, but he seems like he was in there like they're not getting in this year. Like he knew, like it's a lot of people got rubbed the wrong way. He kept bringing that up as time went on. I'm like saying, well, they must have rubbed the wrong people, a lot of people over there in Canton the wrong way because they didn't rub me the wrong way. And I'm a Jet fan. I couldn't care less, If it wasn't for me,
let's not give them too much more love. We're done with
all right. But hold on. Eric Mangini was the Jet coach at the time, and he was the one who threw up the flag saying, "This is what's going to happen," because he really ratted on Belichick. Because that following year, Belichick didn't want to release him to become the Jets coach, and then he became the Jet coach. And then he told them about the Spygate. It's just a bunch of bull crap to me. Like it's nothing. That's how I feel about it.
All right, let's get into some Pittsburgh talk. Joey, you need to help me out with this one.
Yeah.
Steelers hire Mike McCarthy. We spoke about this last week too. This is probably going to be the shortest hire of a coach in Steeler history. He is double the age of all 3 coaches you've ever had. So tell me how Pittsburgh feels. Tell me how you feel. Joey's in Pittsburgh. He's a Pittsburgh fan, so he's a boots on the ground. It's one thing to be a fan, I'm out here. That's why I have to ask Byron a lot. I'll read. I'll do all my research, but he gets the papers. I can get the posts as well, but you hear the chatter on the radio. He's boots on the ground in Steelers. Joey,
awesome.
Take it.
When it first happened, it happened on a Saturday afternoon when it was announced. I was outraged. I was so angry. I did an emergency podcast. And basically ranted for 30 minutes about how I hated this. This is the
You
worst
should have
thing
called
ever.
me.
Me too. I would have been on there with you.
Now I did a complete 180. I'm fine with it. Yes, the formula is you get a young defensive coordinator and you keep him for 15, 20 years. Okay, but there is no good candidate right now. Who is the candidate they're all talking about? Shula. Well, he didn't get anything. That Shieldhouse with the Rams, he didn't get promoted either. So that's just not the way, and that's just not the team. They're a team it's not up and coming. There's a lot of old veteran players on it. It's not somebody for a young up and coming coach. It's some, and the main thing about this is they did not expect Mike Tomlin to quit. This threw them completely off. So they wanted to keep going with what they have. And they think they have a good thing, even though they think going 10-7 every year and getting destroyed in the first round of playoffs, they think that's a good thing. But they think that's a good thing, so they want to keep it going. So they kept the continuity. But Mike McCarthy is different. He's an offensive person, and he's bringing in a whole lot of different staff. So that's why we're excited. It's similar, but it's also different.
Hold on, let's bring up a couple of things. Or one of our favorite listeners, DJ Mac, 4500. If those two weren't in, it's only right that DB12 is in first round ballot unless these voters change. I mean, I think we agree that would be crazy, but his point is legit.
It's legit. It's legit.
It's definitely legit. It still would be crazy, but you can't go 1-2.
Well, listen,
got to go 3-0, or you can't go 2 for 1. It's got to be 3-0. That's number one.
Victor, how about the players that are in the Hall of Fame already from a couple of those teams that were accused of? I think Ty Law and Richard Simmons. I mean, Richard Seymour was one of the. I said Richard Simmons. Sorry, guys. Seymour was on two of those teams.
Okay, wait, we got something. This is a good one. Hey, what's going on? Two Giants goofballs. Taylor Hammer, Pork Roll, testing if you're Jersey. Joey, this is us first. Hold on. Byron, you go first because you're in Philly now, and I'm in Florida. I know what I'm going to say. Go ahead, Byron.
Taylor Ham, man. I got to have me some Taylor Ham.
Oh, he's definitely Philly. Froggy, what do you call it?
I call it Taylor Ham.
Oh, man, you're both fake Jersey boy. Pork roll.
No, that's what I always called it.
No way. Call
pork roll.
Okay. Wait. Next time you're here, go to the bar on Pork Chop Tuesday and ask everybody in there, what do you call it? Pork roll and cheese or Taylor ham? Anyone from Central Jersey South calls it pork roll. Anyone from North Jersey up calls it Taylor ham. So you're acting like you're from Connecticut. So where the hell do you call it Taylor ham?
I've been calling it Taylor ham since I've been in the lake.
It's pork roll and cheese. Go walk into a place on Edison, that little deli, and ask for a Taylor ham. They're gonna like, what the hell are you talking about?
Hey Vic, listen, I had to get used to living in South Jersey because they go hoagies and we go subs. So I still don't figure that out too much.
Hoagies, there's a hoagie roll and there's a sub roll. There's a big difference. It's pork roll.
Listen.
It's pork roll.
A big difference.
I'm going to show you the map.
It's a big difference.
Yes, it is. It's a sub. It's a sub to me. It's not a hoagie. It's a sub.
There's a hoagie roll and there's a sub roll. There's a big difference between those.
Whoa. Amoroso. That's what they got in Philadelphia, man. It's a big difference.
Okay. DJ Mac. Hold on. Let's get Chris.
You're making me hungry, dude.
Skeletons in the closet. DJ Mac, really appreciate you showing up all the time. Sam Mills, Pride of Long Branch. That's right, baby. T.O. arguably is a top wide receiver. He wasn't Terrell Owens. That's pretty legit.
Yeah, man.
Terrell was a problem, but he was a great receiver.
He was a beast.
Okay, well, we're going to get a little bit there. Okay, let me go back to the banners. Thank you, gentlemen, for showing it. I love that. That was a great one. Two goofballs. That's really good. It's pork roll. Don't listen to those guys.
Taylor ham, brother.
They're fake Jersey boys.
Taylor egg and cheese, baby, all day.
No. I'm gonna call the real state police right now. Hold on. I'm calling state police.
Taylor ham and cheese and egg on the roll, baby, all day.
Benny, please answer the phone. Benny, answer the phone.
Benny Rivera?
Yep.
Yeah, tell Benny I said.
When I'm calling the state police, I ain't messing around. Don't
tell Benny I said hello.
What's up, bro? Hold on a second. I put you on speaker on my podcast. I gotta ask you a question. All right.
What, he's going to the store to go get one?
That's funny.
Oh, Gronkowski's up for the Hall of Fame next year, just so you know. Next year. And
oh, my goodness. Maybe that's what
Brady
they're doing.
2028.
Yep.
I thought it was somewhere around 27, 28.
Yep, both of them.
Oh, wow. That's not good.
So are they gonna stick it to all of them or just these three?
They look at Gronk and Brady work for Fox, right? They're both on Fox Sports, right? For their
Yep.
And then you got Howie Long and Michael Strahan, and then you got Terry Bradshaw, 3 Hall of Famers sitting up there.
All right, hold on, guys. Benny's verifying pork roll and cheese. He said Byron's from South Far. He's in Philly. And Frog, what's wrong with Frog? Where you live, Frog?
I live in North Carolina now. He's out per damn what you do.
They're in North Carolina. I'm in Florida, South Florida, and I still call it pork roll. I had to get a true person in Central from Perth.
Yeah, nobody cares what Betty. Nobody cares what Betty says.
They talk about taking my jersey card. How you be from Amway calling Taylor Hand? These guys.
Tell Betty I said hello, big.
Hey, Froggy says hello. Byron says hello. All right, bro. I love you. Bye.
Victor.
What?
Victor.
Yes.
The Winters is in the waiting room.
Oh shoot! Oh,
put him in.
I don't see him.
Miami's in the building.
No, this is the other one. This is the Philadelphia Eagle one.
I don't.
Okay, got you.
I don't see him.
Yeah, he just said he was in the waiting room. That's what he just texted me.
Then he left. And I was too busy arguing with the pork roll and cheese. By the way, there's pork roll and cheese. Tell me.
All right, we'll go with the pork roll. Pork roll, egg, and cheese, right, Vic?
All right, Joey, I want to go back to you, Joe. Joe, here's my feeling on McCarthy. Joey, ready? Santiago, scroll down. He says scroll down. Oh, because there's so many people. Oh, there you go. He's in twice. Whoa, welcome to one of our favorite Philadelphia fans. A long time no here. And I'm impressed he's here for Super Bowl weekend. Mr. E. Winter. Sorry, dude. I have to scroll down. It's not on the screen. Welcome to the Jersey Boy Sports Talk.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man?
Yeah, we're going to get back to it. Let me ask you a question. What do you think about Kraft and Belichick not getting into the Hall of Fame? I'm going to get back to
Kraft and Belichick not getting into the Hall of Fame. Is it the reason why they didn't get in is because they was cheating and one got caught up in a sexual crime? Did I say something wrong?
Why do we got to bring him in?
Oh, you can't bring that up.
Only Philly can bring that up.
I'm just saying, I didn't report the news. I wasn't there.
Forget about it.
Hey, Meek Mills was there. He didn't tell you about that.
Stop, guys. Hold on. Stop. Okay, let's forget it. Let's PG it down. Eric, one quick, easy question. Do you think that took less than 2 seconds? Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think I can't even ask a question? Do you think they should or should not be in? Is the question.
Do I think they should or should not be in? They made Pete Rose. I'm gonna just say this because I'm a Philly guy. They made Pete Rose wait and all them years, basically his whole life. So they actually committed crimes. Well, one committed a crime. We're gonna act like it ain't happened.
Okay.
Far as being first one, no. I'm just gonna give you a straight answer, no.
Okay. By the way, that's the brother of the other Dolph winners, Froggy.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
nice.
hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
All
Froggy.
right.
So Froggy and me and Byron were all from the same hometown.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
We're boys for a long time. Joey, I want to get back to you. Let's go back to this. Joe, I'm going to get back to you, Joe, because I apologize. I want to give you some time. Okay, let me tell you about the hiring of McCarthy. First of all, it's the first oldest coach. I believe this
PA boy.
Huh?
He's a PA boy.
Yeah, I think, Joey, I think that's a bridge hiring. I don't think he's going to be long-term. First of all, he's 67, right? Number one, I think that no matter who the coach is there, with all due respect, Joe, and I respect everything, but I believe sports is an art of debate. I think that they're doing it either to appease Aaron Rodgers, but I don't believe you're going to have a winning season next year. The odds of going 20 years in a row, and without Tomlin, I don't think so. I think it's to your benefit because the fact that you won so much has hurt you in the draft. He's 62. It's still old. 30. Well, I hate to say that because I'm close. But my point being is compared to 35. But I think that it's going to put you in a better position because you need a quarterback. You're not Super Bowl ready, in my opinion. You're not 3 years away from the Super Bowl with that current team that you have right now. That's my opinion, Joe.
That's why they did it. He is a bridge. He's 62. He's not going to be there forever. If they're lucky, he's going to be there 5 years, and then maybe they'll find their young guy, or maybe they'll promote from someone on the staff. It's not about Aaron Rodgers, but it is about a quarterback, and that's the problem. They don't have a quarterback, and they need one, and they think that an offensive coach. I've heard you argue this before that you need an offensive coach now. An offensive coach would be better to when they do get their quarterback, if it's through the draft or whatever, that they'll be better equipped to develop that quarterback, not with an offensive coach and not a defensive coach. So that's probably why they did that.
Okay, so then we're on the same page. It's not going to be the Steelers of the old where they hold me. It was out of character for them, for me. And then Joe, the second part, and I want Byron and the rest of you to come in and hear on this and see what your part is. The other thing is when you said they weren't expecting Tomlin to quit. I think that they were mistaken because the way he was being treated in that last playoff, the way he's been treated. Look, you weren't happy with Tomlin for the last couple of years when we've been on our show, right? He was booed on the playoff. I said it before it happened. Leave with dignity and grace. Don't make 19 years of love turn into hate. You know what I'm saying? They're paying him out for his contract, even if he gets another job. The Steelers are doing. They're not. They changed that.
They're not paying him. He's still under contract, but they're not paying him. He quit. He resigned. They didn't fire him, so he's not making that money.
I read something that they are going to honor his contract and they're giving him like lifetime something. No, okay. But my bottom line is, I think he left when he should have, and they shouldn't have been surprised the way the fans were treating him the last several years. That's my opinion.
Yeah, we were just tired of the same thing over and over again. And I think now if fans were tired of it, the same situation every single year, he had to be feeling it 10 times worse because he was right in the middle of it, and he was part of that. And
but they shouldn't have been surprised is my argument, right? It's like what do you think, Byron?
Sometimes just run its course. He won a Super Bowl for him early, and they just ended up being average. They win enough games. He wouldn't have a losing season, and after a while, that just gets old. And him having the same message, and they probably just needed to go in a different direction. And
but the narrative I'm bringing up is they shouldn't have been that surprised.
I think he was not the type to say to just. I think it was a big surprise because he was a type to just keep on going and like he said he was a football lifer. He was totally dedicated to it. He was the last person you thought would quit. So yeah, I think it was a surprise.
I wouldn't have taken a surprise. But that's my opinion. What do you think, Frog?
Yeah, man, I was like a little surprised about that too, but I felt that he was gonna step away because he got treated towards the end like when they started booing him and yelling his name out and everything he brought to that city for all that time. I felt bad for him too. I would have been like, yeah, I'm leaving too, man. You know, I brought this city a lot. I mean, I think he was a product of his own success, you know, always, you know, picking around 20 in the 30s, you know, that hurted the Steelers a lot every year, you know. After Ben Roethlisberger, they just was lost. No quarterback. They had no direction. And I think, you know, Tomlin, you know, having winning seasons all those years, I think Steeler fans got fed up with just being playoff bound. They wanted to, that's a proud organization over there. That Steel Curtain is still real, man. Those guys got tradition there, and some of the older players were talking about them. You know, I heard a few things from former players, and
that's why I'm saying you
time.
really shouldn't be surprised, right? So, Eric, what are your thoughts? I mean, after the booing, the fans revving, there's a point where you got to say, you know, we got to be careful. He's going to leave, and they've been talking about it for a while. Even the
greatest thing about coaching and coaching the NFL is staying for not for long, but he lasted 19 years. And like my man said from down south, he's a product of his winning. It's something that, you know, you live long enough, you'll die the villain. That's what they said in Batman or something like that. And that's just what happened. Now I'm gonna tell you one thing for certain too, for sure. And I know Byron may have heard it. I'm not sure if y'all heard it before, but my mom said you don't miss your well until the water run dry.
Oh, that's for sure. I've heard that in my house plenty of times.
Be careful what you ask for. Y'all done ran him out the building, and y'all say he quit. But sometimes you just gotta bow out and let people know, hey, this ain't what you think it is. It's not greener on the other side. McCarthy, nobody know where he gonna bring, other than the fact he a hometown guy. But that's all he brought. Right. You don't know what you're gonna get.
Believe it or not, we are fine with losing. We are fine. We go, yeah. If we
that don't even sound like Pittsburgh.
That don't even sound like Pittsburgh. I was gonna say, Joey, that's not you guys.
That don't sound like a Pittsburgh franchise.
Let him finish his thought.
Let me explain. We are fine with losing because all we've had for the past 10 years, and actually for the whole time he was coaching, he had an over 500. He was non-losing seasons. Okay, but what did that get us? We haven't won a playoff game in 9 years. And not only that, when we make the playoffs, it's an embarrassment. We get blown out every single time.
Would you rather be you, or would you rather be Cleveland or Jacksonville?
Or the Jets. Throw the Jets in there too.
Or the Jets.
Okay, that's an insult. You lump us in with those franchises. The Browns and the Jets are the biggest jokes going. They're continual clown franchises that do clown things.
Absolutely.
But look at the Patriots. They went 4-13 2 years. Where are they now in the Super Bowl? We end up 10-7, and we draft in the 20s every year, and we get okay players. But if we had one bad year, we'll end up with drafting good players in the top of the draft. So we're tired of the same thing. And yeah, you might say,
"Ooh, look
wow,
at
you're really spoiled."
I love the passion.
You're really
Joe. I hear you, brother. I hear you, Joe.
Let him finish.
I hear you.
Go ahead, Joe.
You say, you Pittsburgh fans are really spoiled. We're just tired of the same thing.
Who said that?
Well, wait a second. A lot of people say they're spoiled for Tomlin. I love Tomlin as a coach, right? But he is a product of his own success. And there's a point where there's nothing you can do. They had one shot at Kenny Pickett, and it wasn't a good shot.
That's right.
That, he's never had a quarterback. Okay, so when he says we want to lose, he's only saying it to rebuild. We're seeing it now with all these young guns. You need the quarterback, right? You know the days of getting past with Flacco and Trent Dilfer and those. Unless your defense is back the way those defenses are, the league has changed. You can't be those defenses anymore.
Hey, Vic, I'm gonna throw something at you, Vic. Jalen Hurts is going to be in Pittsburgh. They trying to run him out of Philly right now.
Bring him on. It's better than 90-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
If Jalen Hurts goes to Pittsburgh, it's going to be a good team.
Yeah, they trying to run him out of Philly now.
Let me make one more point.
That don't sound good, Philly. I hope they don't do that, my brother.
I'm telling you, listen, I watch it all the time. Philly's media is terrible.
Yeah,
They're going to run him out. They're going to run him out of Philly, not out of Pennsylvania, but out of Philly. He's going straight there.
It's that jerk coach. I almost swore that idiot coach. That's a problem in Philly. But
I know that you know that.
Let me make one point about Tomlin. If it's just on coaching alone, there is no better coach in this league than Mike Tomlin, a leader of men, somebody that motivates people. That's why he went above 500 every single year, because he is such an excellent coach. He had terrible years. There was years where Ben Roethlisberger blew out his elbow and he was gone all year, and they won with some schmucks, and they still finished over 500. He's a great coach, but the problem is he is also involved in. He's basically a GM, and he did a terrible job with assistant coaches. Terrible. The offensive and defensive coordinators for the Steelers the past few years have been horrible, and that's on him too. So if it was just coaching, you could keep him forever. It's the other things he lacks.
Now,
Joe,
hold on a second.
Can I ask Joe something, Victor?
You got it.
Yeah, Joe, check it out. I was always curious about the Steelers, the way they operate and do business. They don't like to pay when it comes down to, like, when it came to Bell and when it came to Brown. You know, it was first with Mike Wallace back in the day. Do you think that is a big thing too, as far as people want to go play in Pittsburgh as well?
It used to be, but I mean, apparently, you know, I mean, there have been like when TJ Watt was up, they paid him like $40 million, and that was a mistake. You know, they paid DK Metcalf like $30 million a year. So I mean, they've changed their mind, but I think in general they are cheap. But then you know, apparently they were able to attract people because people wanted to play for Mike Tomlin. So we'll see now.
Now let me answer this. Okay, so this is what my research on Tomlin, right? As opposed to other coaches that were developers of other coaches, Tomlin was more of, I want veteran coaches and giving them shots to redo their career, right? The problem is he's getting too many old school coaches not dealing with the young players. He took Brian Flores I didn't think Brian Flores would get a job. Okay?
Yeah, after Minnesota.
Now he's with Minnesota, and he's one of the top defensive coordinators in the league, right? When he had that problem with the Dolphins, he's suing the Giants. He's doing things, you know, sometimes, you know how the NFL league is, especially with the Rooney Rule, with all this stuff. You got to be very careful, especially you're a minority. He did that. Tomlin brought him in, resurrected him. Now he's crushing it. He'll be a head coach again, right? He retreads coaches. So, you know, it's hard to really criticize a guy that's always giving a hand to a coach when he gets a shot, right? Where other coaches, look at Belichick. Belichick's tree is terrible, okay? But you got Parcells' tree is still going.
Yeah.
He's got McVay. He's got them all. So everyone's a little bit different, but you got to give Tomlin credit, man. He resurrects some coaches. The thing is, he wanted more of a veteran coaching staff than a young coaching staff. So that may have hurt him, and he never changed, right? So that could have hurt him there. And the other thing is, for him to go undefeated in an odd season, like when it went to game 17, that's freaking hard, right? That's hard. So, you know what? I wish Tomlin nothing but the best. I'm glad he left on the terms that he would, but I think that you guys were running him out anyway. So, yes, you're surprised, but I think that, you know, if you boo me for 3 years and you talk about me for 3 or 4 years, at what point do you not think that he's going to walk out?
You don't deliver for 9 years, then you deserve to be booed.
Then you shouldn't be surprised. That's my whole point. All right, go ahead, Eric or Frank.
Well, shit. I mean, excuse my language. We just lost the coach that been with us for 13 years, Stout.
Yeah.
And he was one of the top offensive lineman coaches. And from my understanding, what they were saying is he was highly being disrespected before he walked out. And I said, no, you know, sometimes you don't have to walk out kicking and screaming. You could just walk away.
Eagles offensive line coach Stoutland
says he walked away.
That's a problem.
Via social media. Like that. Now that's saying something. After 13 years of being somewhere and you committed to it, to walk away via social media.
Dude, and you had Kelsey for that long. You had your offensive line has always been great.
Johnson, they got some good players on that line, man.
Because of your offensive line.
We just signed the guy back that left that went to the Chargers. I forgot his name.
You talking about Beckham?
Yep, he came back.
Oh, he came back? I think that had something to do with Saquon Barkley because that was his boy. Can I ask you something, Philly? I heard something about that they egged one of the coordinators' house and no coordinators want to come in.
Are you asking if it happened?
Yes.
Are you asking if that happened?
Yes.
Was it real? Yes.
Yeah, is it real?
That's what we do when you don't know how to get your stuff together. I'm sorry to say it like that, but when you get you know what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Get your stuff together. That's what happens.
Joey, what are you doing, Joey?
Look, when you grease the poles in your city, you know eggs can be thrown at your house. Let's just leave it there.
Oh my God!
They threw snowballs and rocks at Santa Claus, bro.
Listen, man, you better listen. You know what that's called? Act right. That's what it's called.
Oh my goodness, Philly fans are
Is it a
fanatic.
Philly cheesesteak or?
That's what it's called. Act right.
Oh my God! I heard that story down here.
That was true. Yes, that was true.
Wow! Wow!
All right. Let's go. Let's get to the picks. We can go off. This is a good crew. We should get you on again, but we got to shorten it up.
Victor,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The New York Jet guy. How do you feel about the Frank Wright hiring?
Oh my God! Are you talking to me, Byron?
Yeah, it's your jet guy. You ain't me.
Oh my God! Now this is a good hire. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, I don't know why the New York media is already dubbing him the next coach, and they don't want to give my boy AG some time. But I believe that Woody Johnson's gonna give AG as much time as he needs, and to bring in Frank Wright, what a good hire because he's like a coach. I mean, he's a coach and an offensive coordinator who got a little bit more creativity and knows the NFL a little bit more. And I think Aaron Glenn wanted someone like Tomlin, someone with more experience, someone who knows the NFL. This guy's been around.
Hold on. What is this?
Huh?
Oh, he's the new OC. Okay, I was reading it. He was talking like he was the head coach.
Jets are hiring former coach.
Well, you know, Philly, check it out. He has those traits that he was a head coach as well. So I think that's going to boost AG and help him a little bit because he doesn't have any head coach experience. And I think Frank Wright can help him a little bit because it'll give him time to just concentrate on the offense and develop, you know, I'm thinking they got this move to get a quarterback. Now, what quarterback? It could go all kinds of ways. I'm thinking maybe they're going to be Kirk Cousins going to be out there. Malik Willis is going to be out there. What's his name? I think Kyler Murray. If the Arizona Cardinals decide to cut ties with Kyler Murray and do what they did with Wilson in Denver, I think the Jets can, you know, look into that as well. Man. They could go ahead and start getting some defensive players. And, you know, I don't think they're going to get Mendoza. So I think they brought Frank Wright in. They're going to get a quarterback. And Kirk Cousins and I think Frank Wright can work.
We got a comment from one of our listeners. This is for you, Philly.
Uh-oh. They running AJ out first. That's true. AJ wanted to leave. See, AJ problem. I'm going to tell you what AJ problem was. AJ got on the team with his boy and thought that his boy was only going to throw him the ball all the time. When you not really recognize, we got a Heisman winning trophy winner, not only a Super Bowl winner, that don't say nothing at all and still produce. Take a page out of his book instead of reading that book on the sideline and shut up.
Shut up.
You down in North Philly lifting weights and all of that, trying to hang with people from Philly. No, that's not. Listen, there's certain parts of the city that y'all live in that you know you ain't supposed to be down there, especially when you're a star receiver. If you don't sit your ass behind that gated community and go lift weights by yourself and read your books and practice and do everything you're supposed to do, yes, we running him out of here. We ain't got no time for all his feelings.
Hey, let me tell you something.
So DJ Mack was right. So the order
North Philly is no joke. I'm telling you. Those brothers and sisters down there who do not play 59th and Master. I got people down there.
I'll take
Philly will run you out of
that. Byron. What about you, Byron? I'll take AJ Brown all day long.
You can have him and all his feelings.
Yeah, I don't want him.
We got a bunch of young receivers. We don't need him. It'd be like a cancer because he's gonna want the ball.
We'll take him. Bring him over to the Jets. We'll take him.
He gonna ruin y'all. I'm telling you. Listen, AJ,
Philly, we're already
extent.
how ruined can we be?
Hold on, guys.
No, go ahead.
On the show, one at a time. Respect. Like,
I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
No, go ahead, because I don't want to put a bad name. He did the job that needed to be done while he's here. We got a Super Bowl. Now he and his feelings about his numbers. Well, just because this your boy don't mean he gonna keep throwing you the ball when you got a guy that could show up every day with a lunch pail and do his job.
Okay. So
I'm not dealing with the guy with the squeaky wheel.
I'm gonna come back to you. Go ahead, Frog.
All right.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I feel bad, AJ. Like Philly said, he came there, got them what they want. Philly, they'll love you real quick, but when it's time and you run yourself out of that city, you're out of there. Like, they don't care. Like, I lived in Wallenboro. I lived in the Philly area. Byron knows that. Them fans are real passionate.
That's Taylor ham. So you hurt my feelings.
Hey, listen, it's Taylor ham and cheese, bro. Come on, man.
You owe me a lot of tips when you see me in Amboy. That's all I got.
Yeah, but listen, you want a pork roll? I'm
gonna have Benny come and cuff you up. All right, so I got something for you, Byron. This is me and you and Eric. All right.
What? Oh, we're not walking to.
Yeah, you did, baby. 7 years ago, remember when the Philly was starting off fire, and then it was nothing but throwing the ball. Byron, I got a memory that I got. Turn the switch on. This was 3 or 4 years ago. They were throwing the ball the first half of the season and winning, and throwing it to AJ Brown, and he was scoring and winning and scoring and winning and scoring. And I was like, dude, they're gonna shut that down. You're gonna have to stop that. Why, Eric? This is what you said. Why? It's working. Throw him the ball. Why? It's working. Throw him the ball. Now, AJ Brown is a beast. He should get way more targets than he got. But back then, you were all about getting him the ball. Something changed. I just wanted to bring that up. Do you remember that?
Did we have a Super Bowl then?
That year, no. But you
exactly. That's what I was.
More.
Exactly.
You were winning.
We got a Super Bowl now.
Yes.
We got a
Super Bowl. We drove the car.
You got Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
And wait a second.
We drove the car.
How many Super Bowls does AJ Brown have? Doesn't he have 2?
No, he got 1.
So he wasn't there when the first Super Bowl?
He went to 2, but we only won 1.
Oh, so he wasn't there when Nick Foles was there. Okay.
No.
But I remember they were Byron, do you remember that? They were throwing
turn the key?
No, turn the switch. No, but they were throwing AJ Brown in the beginning of the season. Like that was all their offense. I'm like, dude,
we were trying to get a Super Bowl. We got the Super Bowl.
All right, I just had to bust the chops. I'd bring it up. But look, I think what I don't understand, Byron, maybe you can explain this better than anyone else. AJ Brown is getting paid big dollars. He got the bag. Why are you complaining? And you won a Super Bowl.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just go to this season. When they were running the ball, the offense did well. Then he was complaining he didn't get his numbers, like Eric said, and then everything changed and everything went south. He doesn't care about the team. He cares about his numbers. Get out of here, dude. Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
He's old. But another thing you got to watch is his contract is not exactly easy to get rid of. So whether you cut him or trade him.
I trust Howie. I don't know.
He'll fleece.
Howie know how to deal
it. Fleece somebody. He can fleece. If anybody can get rid of a player, it'd be Howie.
Yeah,
you know what the whole league's saying.
He also dropped a few passes, key passes, man.
He did it on purpose, yo. He did that on purpose. Everybody in Philly know he did that on purpose.
Got to a fight. So you wanted the ball, I get you the ball. You drop it.
Yeah, he did that on purpose.
He was cheesing in that locker room at the fight at Madison Square Garden in the locker room with Lopez. I was like, AJ Brown up in New York. I'm thinking maybe the Giants, maybe. I don't know.
No, him and Saquon went to the boxing match. He just went in the wrong locker room. Let's just put it like that. He should have went in the right locker room. Because I don't know if you're talking about boxing.
He ran the wrong route.
Tio got his behind kicked. I want to use other colorful words, but he got the whooping that he deserved. His daddy should have gave him.
Did he? Oh my goodness.
He got the whooping he deserved.
Come on, we're gonna start wrapping this up. This is a good show. Welcome back to the show, Eric. You're always welcome. Froggy, I'm glad you came back because we had a good talk last week. All right,
thank you so much, Vic.
Let's go, DJ Mac. Thank you for all your comments, and you brought up some good stuff. Sonia Jones, gotta put her up. That part, DJ Mac. Byron, translate your sister's text.
I don't have a clue what that is.
Thank you. Good job.
Sonia, you know I love you. If your brother can't translate that part, DJ Mac, at DJ Mac. What? I don't understand what that means. I guess you mean AJ Brown. They're getting rid of him first. I don't know. Sonia, if you're listening, do you call it pork roll and cheese or do you call it Taylor ham? Please answer if you get a chance. While we're waiting for her answer, we're gonna go right to our picks. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's go. Super Bowl predictions. Let's go. Let's get our guests. Let's get our guests first. Okay. Froggy, what you got?
I got the Seattle Seahawks 27-23.
Interesting. So you got them like that's even. I think the points are 4.5. All right.
Yeah, I think they'll cover. I really believe that.
No, they won't cover according to 27. I think the odds are 4.
No, I'm just saying. Isn't it 3.5?
I thought it was 4. It may have changed. It could have changed. What do you got?
Well, I think I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks to, score about 28, 27 points in my book. That's how I look at it.
What do you got, Eric?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm gonna make it quick. It's gonna be a blowout, and I think New England gonna win because they need another baby Brady around. So I feel like that's with the League One. I feel like it's scripted in that baby Brady gonna take off. He's going to be the new face of the league.
Interesting. Joey,
thanks for sharing that, Philly, with my New York Jets. I like to hear that.
Philly,
it's a blowout the other way. I think Seattle's going to blow them out. Let's say 34-14 or something, maybe even worse.
Wow. And it's with a rookie head coach you like?
New England is a fraud. They got lucky all year. They faced an easy schedule, and anytime they had to face anything hard, they took the easy way out. Seattle's the real deal, and they're going to lay the smack down on them. It's not going to be close.
All right,
I can't wait to see this.
I like that, Joey. I like that,
Mr. Jones.
Woo-hoo! He's coming out blowing, throwing blows.
Mr. Jones. Joey, you keep looking, tying your shoes or something.
Who?
Joey,
what?
He's stuck in now.
I think how do you want to put this? The quarterback for the Eagles, but Patriots hurt.
Sam Darnold.
Something going on. Not Darnold, the other kid.
He hurt?
Drake May's shoulders.
Something going on with his
He
shoulder.
can run though.
Yeah,
he got a weak offensive line too.
Guys, Byron's time.
The two guys on the left side of that line are youngsters. Will Campbell has been and the guard So I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks redemption for Sam Darnold, 35-21.
Okay, awesome.
Y'all got blowouts.
Who's who I'm going with? I'm going with Eric. I'm going with the New England Patriots. I don't really care, but I'm going with New England Patriots, and this is why. I'm going to tell you my reasons. One, I like Vrabel. Okay, I think he's doing a hell of a job. I think he's lit up that defense, and we don't even know who those guys are, and they are hitting brothers. Number one. Number two, Darnold played good in the beginning of the season. The last 4 games, he was terrible. Okay, the best game I've ever seen him play was that last game he played. Can he put back-to-back games like that? He hasn't done that, right? They won on offense where they've been winning all year on defense, right? I believe that it's going to be a close scoring game. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. If it's a low scoring game, it's going to benefit the Patriots, right? If it's a high scoring game, I think it'll benefit the Seattle, because Seattle's defense is really good. But look at they won last week, but look at all the points that were put up. I mean, if it wasn't for that drop punt, they lost that game. And you asked me, Byron, as a punt returner, what would I do? And anybody else asked me, said, yeah, I would have done the same thing. I can't catch this, roll over, let it drop. Why would you catch it and you're stumbling? When I fumbled the punt just before it. So I just think that unless Darnold puts on another great game, their defense was exposed last week because what's his name? Stafford lit them up. I mean, that third quarter was the best third quarter I have seen in all the playoffs. That was an amazing third quarter. That's who I'm picking. Picking score is going to be, I think it's going to be low. I think it's going to be like 24, 21, somewhere around there. That's where I'm picking. Going with New England. That's my reasoning. Let's see what happens. I ain't got to talk for. Want to leave with that. Good picks. We got them there. We'll match up. We'll see who wins that one. I want to ask you a question, though. We'll end with this. I'm going to go quick, guys, because it's already run over time. Real quick. We'll start with our guest first. People are making a big hoopla. Let's get rid of this. About they asked Brady, who does he picking? And he's like, look, I ain't got a horse in the race, so I'm not really picking either team. Now, I'm going to give you the pretext, and then you tell me how you feel about that quickly, like 5 seconds. He is an owner of the Raiders. He's focused on number one pick. Am I picking Mendoza? Am I trading it up? Am I doing? He owns a team right now. That's one side of the story. The other side of the story is I'm a Patriot for life. He's a longtime Patriot love. So they're making a big hoopla on both sides of those things. So one, he's an owner of the Raiders. Two, he's also a commentator, which doesn't matter. And then two, he was a former Patriot that loves the Patriots. What do you think about him not picking the Patriots, just saying, I don't have a horse in the race? Eric?
I don't care about that. Go to the next person.
That's what other commentators said, the same thing.
Yeah.
Froggy Wonder?
Yeah, man. I think he was mad the way things finished in New England. He was pissed off at Belichick. They thought he was done. What does he do? He goes down to Tampa Bay and win a Super Bowl. So I think he just taking some shots at them just to let them know like how he felt like he got dirty. He just throwing some shade back at New England. But I think deep down in his heart, he's a Patriot for life, man. They got a statue sitting outside that goddamn stadium with it. Like, come on, man. That
was in Philly. They'd paint it. Joey?
Exactly what Froggy said. That is a shame that he would say that, and basically he got a beef with the Patriots because he is known as a Patriot. Yeah, he won one Super Bowl with Tampa Bay, but he is the ultimate Patriot. There's nobody that's more synonymous with that team than Tom Brady. And for him to say that he got no dog, that is throwing major shade. So he got the Patriots.
Yeah, that dude is lying, man. He sit there. He's just straight up lying, man. He's a Patriot for life. You know, like Frog said, he got a big old stadium, big old statue outside the stadium. And he got all his friends that he played with all those years. Man, he's down with the Patriots, man.
He played with the coach.
Yeah, he can't.
The coach is his fellow teammate.
Yep. Don't matter, man. He's
for me, you know how I feel. Brady, whatever he does, he does. I think I would, if I was him, I don't know why he wouldn't have picked the Patriots. I'm surprised by that. I think there's also an argument. It's like, look, I'm an owner of the Raiders. I got to focus on what I'm doing right now. He doesn't really care.
They stink. What do you think? Their team is terrible. He wasn't. There's no comparison.
No. But I think the thing is, his mind is on like, what are my moves now with the number one pick, right? Number one pick. Do I pick Mendoza or do I leverage that pick to get as many players as I can.
I wouldn't pick him.
So I don't know what he's going to do, but I think he should have picked the Patriots because that's who he is. You know what I mean? It's like Jeter. Jeter would never go against the Yankees. Ever.
I think he was throwing shade. I really do. I think he was throwing shade, man. That's what that was all about.
That's why I don't like Alex Rodriguez, because one time I was listening to the series and in the playoffs, and Big Papi. I love Big Papi, even though he's from Boston. I know Froggy, you don't like anything Boston, but Big Papi,
nothing.
Nicest guys. Okay, he almost yelled at Alex Rodriguez when he didn't pick the Yankees. He's like, "What's wrong with you? You're still getting paid by them." He goes, "Why would you go against the Yankees? You're still getting paid by the Yankees." So I don't know. All right, gentlemen, God bless. Let's have a great Super Bowl. Be safe.
Absolutely.
Have some good
Vic.
stuff. Yes, sir.
Vic, can I say something real quick? And
Yes.
I mean, I know Joe is football. I see Philly. I know he knows about basketball. But can I say my Knicks ran off 7 in a row?
Oh my God.
They are ready to take this title and bring a championship to New York finally.
Yeah,
We
drop
didn't
the
go after
Kool-Aid.
Giannis.
Okay.
We are building a team in New York, baby. Let's go orange and blue sky for life. What up?
Okay, hold on a second. Listen to me. I'm going to give you that piece. We may cut it out.
Oh, come on, Vic. Come on, Vic.
But I want to go on record because I don't want the Taylor Ham guy in you to be a Byron and say deny, deflect.
That's
I am
right.
telling you right now, the Knicks are not winning the NBA.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
I'm going on record. I want to
Okay.
say it. I want to tell you it is, what time is it? It is 9:36.
It's February 5th, Victor.
9:36 p.m. Froggy. They are not winning the championship.
No, they not.
I love to hear that, Vic. I know you're a football Jersey guy, so I just wanted to bring that up.
I'm a big basketball guy, right? But I'm just telling you that the East winning the championship is so hard with the West,
Mhm.
and the Knicks are not that good to begin with. And without
What are you
Boston,
talking? We were just to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, Vic. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but man,
Hey,
you guys
I'm outta here,
you
y'all.
played above your head, and you got rid of the coach. That was ridiculous.
Oh, come on, Vic.
Peace, Eric. Hey, I listen. You guys played great. Don't get me wrong. I just think you played over your heads, and then that was it.
I think we're better coach. We're a better defensive team. We got
Thibodeau
a
brought you
full
to
year
some
with
place
Carl
that wasn't there for
Towns.
25 years. How are you better coach? Thibodeau brought you to a place. Thibodeau
Thibodeau was burning out these players, Vic. He was burning them out.
but he brought
He
you
didn't
to a
take-
place you haven't been in 25 years.
That's the same thing Jeff Van Gundy did. He didn't do anything different than Jeff Van Gundy brought us to the finals. Tibbs only got us to the conference, and he got us in the playoffs. So what? What's that going to do?
We'll bring you back on for NBA season so we can talk some.
I love that.
Okay.
You-
And you know I like the NBA, so I have no problem
Yeah.
with that. But let's enjoy the Super Bowl, Joey.
Thank you, Vic.
But hold on, don't leave yet, so you can hear about Joey's podcast. Joey, tell us how our fans can hear.
Oh,
you.
yeah,
Can
Joe.
hear
Thank you.
He'll put it on here, and it's in the link below. Okay,
So,
Joey.
the Donut Bag Podcast. Look for me, Joey Bag of Donuts, Venus 7F, talking all things Steelers, and there's so much to talk about because we did not expect this to happen for the last month. The last time I was on here, they were about to play a playoff game, and now we got a new coach, and who knows what the heck.
You had him winning the Super Bowl.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
How
I
can
just
we
checked, and the
find out-
Steelers are not in the Super Bowl.
How can we hear about your show? What's the name of the show?
The Donut Bag Podcast.
And when is it?
It's on Mondays at 8.
Mondays at 8, Froggy. So always check in.
Thanks a lot, Joe. It was a pleasure to meet you,
It was
brother.
nice to meet you.
Yes, I hope we can chop it up again one day.
Joey, I
sure.
don't know if you know, but the three of us all went to the same high school, same hometown. We know almost all the same people. By the way, did your sister comment? Let's see. Yeah, she did. Did she comment? Bro, pork roll. That's my girl.
Oh, come on.
That is
Are you
Byron's
serious?
sister. She knows it. Byron, turn in your card. Turn in your. Benny made fun of you. Benny made fun of you, Froggy. I'm calling.
It's
Red
all good.
Graham. I'm Facebooking right now. You guys are on the most wanted list. I am saying these are two brothers. I'm going to get a picture of the screen right now. These are their faces. Don't hide it. These are their faces.
Taylor Ham. I want some Taylor Ham.
Sonya, I love you, Sonya. That a good call. I'm sorry. Is that your little sister? Were you too old to remember what it's called?
I remember.
You've been away, huh? Nobody wants another Pats run. Let's go Seahawks. DJ Mack doesn't want it. That's pretty fun. That part, okay. Pork roll. I just want to go for the record. Thank you. I love you, Sonya and the Jones family. Everybody have a good night. Peace out. God bless. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Love you guys. BJ, take it easy. Joe, peace. Victor, I love you.
Love you. Peace.